Bien, pues me indican que la explosión efectivamente no fue en la madrugada de ayer, sino ya entrada la mañana a las 7:18, a las 7 horas con 18 minutos 01 segundo. A las 7 de la mañana, 18 minutos 1 segundo. Con la exactitud de siempre, los técnicos, los ingenieros especialistas hicieron demoler el último edificio que queda para hacer la gran plaza en Monterrey.
The Macroplaza of Monterrey, Mexico, is the historical and cultural pulse of the city. Inaugurated in 1987, it extends over 40 hectares and houses emblematic monuments such as the Faro del Comercio and the Metropolitan Cathedral. Once part of the Santa Catarina River, the square has witnessed key events, from protests to celebrations. Its design, with large screen spaces and pedestrian walkways, reflects the modern vision of Monterrey. The Macroplaza has also been the scene of important urban transformations and debates on the preservation of heritage. In the heart of the city, it is an ingrained symbol of regional identity, fusing history, architecture, and everyday life in a vibrant public space. What describes a public space? There are some components of a public space. First of all, identity, referring to who we are as individuals. From that, we get people, meaning a group of individuals. And by adding these two, we get cultural patrimony, or the traditions, costumes, or history of the surrounding people. Next, we have uses, which are the main usage intended per space. From use and people, we get the activities. Those activities are the ones that every group have adopted depending on their needs. Last but not least, we have place, as to what they have in mind to design this space. From place and use, we get proximity within each other, how close a group could connect within themselves in a certain space. From identity and place, we get the image of the city. How do we make it irradiate harmony, security, comfort, and many more that makes us feel safe to be in that certain space? The intervention of a public space is a way we living beings read our surroundings, in other words, by semiotics. Each space is a wide canvas, which every group gives it a meaning and purpose that may differ between people. Quoting Carl Ernst von Baer, life process is not an organic structure, but more of a cultural one. Rhythms and melodies that the organism arranges and reorganizes itself. In this context, the organism is the macroplaza, a how it arranges and reorganizes itself by the different rhythms, melodies, and culture occurring at the same time, in order to accommodate each group's needs, such as dancers, skateboarders, vendors, tourists, and so on.
An open system of interpretation. Reinforcing what Jacob says about how the object is an open system that interacts with its environment, the Macroplaza, in this sense, is a quintessential open system where the environment is defined by the myriad interactions and the interpretation of its users. It resists a static definition and is never a finished product. The intervention in the Macroplaza, therefore, must acknowledge this ever-changing, open nature of the space. It's not just park, it's a cultural entity, a dynamic ecosystem of cultural interactions and meanings. This intervention must navigate the complexities of the Macroplaza's cultural semiotics, ensuring that it respects the vibrant tapestry of interpretation, while promoting harmony, security, comfort, and inclusivity. In essence, the Macroplaza continues to evolve and redefine itself through cultural semiotics, and its future identity will depend on how well it accommodates the ever-changing needs and its interpretations of the people who make it a part of their daily lives.